Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CT Cloud podcast. This is episode 11. I am joined by our guest, William Rubio, who's the CRO at CallTower. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the international reach that CallTower has been growing into and expanding. I know we had a big announcement a few months ago that we're in 100 countries and 6,000 cities worldwide, which is really exciting stuff. William, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure, Kate. Thank you for having us on today, and thanks for everybody who's listening out there. Really exciting stuff about our international presence. You know, when Call Tower continues to expand globally, we've been selling international services here for the past 10 years or so. But what we really wanted to do is we really wanted to make sure to expand that footprint to make sure that we could keep what they call the media or the voice services locally within country or within region. And what we've been able to do on a global level is been able to provide that to our customers. So what that really means is that if you happen to have a user, let's just say in Sydney, Australia, and that
Mm-hmm.
user is making a call to somewhere else in Australia or even within Sydney itself, it's going to stay within Sydney. It's not going to go out to the US and then go all the way across the world and go back to Sydney to make a local call. So local
Gotcha.
calls are going to continue to stay local, no pun intended,
Yeah.
overall. And I think that that really goes to what we're trying to accomplish with our customers on a global level. Obviously, with the economy being more globally now, with customers really having no boundaries or barriers as far as who they're doing business with, right? You could have a vendor over in China, you could have a
Mm-hmm.
customer over in Brazil, you could have a sales office over in the UK, and you want to be
Right.
able to make sure that everybody communicates. We're able to deliver that to our customers, whether it's the mechanism is Microsoft Teams direct routing or Microsoft Operator Connect or Cisco WebEx calling or Cisco UCM, which is for their enterprise team, or even Cisco HCS, and then really tying it all in with the contact center options that we have, and then all those additional important solutions like SD-WAN with CT Cloud Boost, providing the equipment, the Office 365 side of it. It really becomes a full turnkey solution, which is the requirement and realistically the demand that we're seeing out there from our customers overall.
Yeah, I can imagine that people are trying to break international as much as they can because the markets are so much more available now than they've been historically, and having a network that's optimized and efficient like that, so you don't have to mount signals all across the planet every time you need to make a simple call, that can really simplify things for our customers.
Exactly. I mean, just a prime example. Right before, excuse me, right before I joined this call, I was on a call with a couple of users up in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
One user over in LA. Even though this is an early morning call, he was up early, and we had actually a user in Australia that was on the call. So we were pretty much covering not just North America, but also covering the globe. And
Yeah,
we were all communicating back and forth, and it was like if we were sitting in an office right next door. And that's really what
that's cool.
folks are looking for, is for that synergy and really that ease of use that somebody could deliver out there.
Interesting. Okay. So you talked a little bit about operator connect versus direct routing. How does that translate to our international reach? Are there some countries that work better with one solution versus the other, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, it's great question, and you're absolutely right. It really depends on the country, right? Operator Connect is not available across the globe, but direct routing with Call Tower, what we've been able to do since we've been doing direct routing for about 3 years overall, compared to everybody else, which either just got into it a year ago or a little bit over a year ago, or just don't really have the expertise. I mean, for us, a little bit of history. We've been doing voice with Microsoft going back to 2008. So
Right.
13 plus years that we've been doing it. So we know the ins and out of what works well, what are the correct designs, and what really doesn't work, right? To make sure that our customers don't have to go through those bump and bruises. So for us, it's not about delivering Microsoft Operator Connect or Microsoft Direct Routing or Cisco WebEx calling or Five9 Contact Center or CT Cloud Contact Center. It's about driving the right solution regardless of what mechanism we are using behind the scenes for the customer. And that end user getting that same experience, whether they are in Japan, in Moscow, or in the UK, or in Brazil, or in the US, everyone's going to have that same experience. And that's really the key that we drive with having kind of basically more tools in our toolbox than other providers out there, because we're able to switch and alternate so that at least the end user, that employee, which we all know it's very important to make sure that you can give the right tools to your employees to be productive, that we're able to go ahead and give that to them regardless of where they're out in the globe, because we can cover, the entire globe overall. So pretty excited about being able to drive the right solution based on the user's needs in that specific market or territory or location.
Interesting. So in many ways, that's fulfilling the kind of the thing we do best at CallTower, whereas we find the right solution for our customers rather than the right customers for our solution.
You hit it on the head, right? I mean, everybody talks about a solution, and a lot of people really try to, they talk about it, but they don't implement it, right? You gotta have to, walk the talk type of stuff, and we really do, we really do with our solution. And I can't stress enough that leveraging CallTower Connect, which is the administrative portal, gives you kind of that single pane of glass for all these different types of platforms that are out there that we integrate with, to make sure that it becomes easy to manage from an administrative standpoint. I think that that's really critical to share, and to make sure that our customers and potential customers know that it does provide that as well. So it's not just, oh, we got Cisco here, Microsoft Teams here, Direct Routing, Operator Connect here. You're going in and you're logging into one portal to make all those changes, and that's very important from an IT standpoint, staff.
Yeah.
That it really becomes a real educational learning curve is basically very minimal, I guess. It's probably the easiest way to say it.
Well, very cool. That's really exciting, and it's exciting that we're expanding into new markets, and we're seeing all these connections that are being made across these 100 countries and 6,000 cities. So it's a bright future. We're really excited to seeing what comes next. So I think that's all we have time for today. Thank you again, William, for joining us. We're really excited to again see what the future looks like. 2022 is just around the corner, so we're interested to see what sort of exciting things are around the corner.
Yeah, we're actually starting to get ready for, I think we have our preview 2022 webinar coming up now in early December. So
Yes, we do.
Pretty excited about what's going to be happening there. So we look forward to everybody joining that call. Those are usually very highly well attended, because we do tell you all the new bells and whistles that are going to be coming out for next year, and excited for the next one. So I appreciate you having me on, and again, all our listeners out there, thank you for joining, and hope this was informative.
Thank you all. Have a great day.